Hello, everybody. This is the American Doofus Show. I'm Barry Welsh. In national news, Dolly Parton responded to a question about Black Lives Matter by saying, "Of course Black Lives Matter. Do you think our little white asses are the only lives that matter?" What hasn't made so much national news coverage is the story of Hinnant. This is hard for me. I've got a grandson, I've got a granddaughter. I can't imagine anything happening to them. And what happened to Hinnant was horrific. He was shot execution style by a neighbor. He was 5 years old. His life was taken before he ever had a chance to live. It's going to impact his family forever. His father, his siblings, his grandparents, his on and on and on and on. A life taken unnecessarily and a life taken well too soon. I'm not going to dignify by giving the name of the person that killed Hinnant. Normally, child molesters, child killers, they get their justice at the hands of other inmates who are just as appalled and just as angry as most of us are at this story. The reason that it hasn't made headlines is because the reaction of white people, because the killer was a black man. Some white people will automatically assume that all black people are like this. All black people will kill your children. I bring up Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof was a white man that went into an African-American Bible study and killed 9 people while they were studying the Word. Are you like that? No, of course not. You're not Dylan Roof. So please, if you're in the white community, try to understand that not all black people would do what this man had done. Was this man mentally challenged? Was this man emotionally impacted? I personally don't care at this time. He did what he did, and that life no longer matters. His life no longer matters for what he did to Hinnant. It doesn't matter if he was an albino, the whitest of white, or if he was the darkest of dark. He's not an example of humanity. This story will be used to divide. It will be used by racists to discredit police killings. And there's a big difference because the protests are going on because police aren't held accountable for their actions. This man, one way or another, the man that did this to Hinnant, will be held accountable. Hopefully, so much sooner than later. A lot of people are buying guns now. Do I know this for a fact? Absolutely. I've had guns my whole life. I applied for the first time to get a license to carry one at all times because of the climate we live in. How do I know that a lot of people are buying guns? Well, I'm not even going to get fingerprinted for my license for another 2 months because so many people are in line ahead of me. Be careful what you do with your guns, especially those of you that are new owners. Don't judge all people based on the action of one. As hard as it may be for some of you, try to remember that. This is an episode of the American Doofus Show I don't relish doing. Normally I look forward to coming on here and talking about things that are happening, but again, I've got a granddaughter, I've got a grandson, and I wouldn't want to see this happen to them or any child. Justice will be served, hopefully quickly. But please, don't yourself judge all people based on the action of one, because it's incredibly dangerous and we're already in very dangerous times. I'm Barry Welsh. This is the American Doofus Show. Please hit subscribe and please copy and paste this link into your social media platforms. Until next time.